Hi friends! Today I have a silly, spooky book for us called Moldilocks and the Three Scares, a zombie tale. Ooh, there's a little zombie. Our author is Lynne Marie, so Lynne Marie wrote the words, and our illustrator is David Rodriguez Lorenzo, and he drew all of the spooky, very cool illustrations. I see a monster family. In a huge haunted house with room enough for 4, there lived 3 scares. Papa Scare, Mama Scare, and Baby Scare. One chilly night, Papa sliced finger sandwiches and brewed a batch of alphabet soup.
This recipe serves 4, just enough for 1 more,
said Papa. Mama prepared potions in the lab. I wish I had an assistant, she said. Baby swept bats from the bell tower. So much time and no one to play with.
Time for midnight snack,
called Papa. He ladled soup into an enormous tub for himself, a middle-sized cauldron for Mama, and an itty-bitty bowl for Baby.
This soup's so hot, it's boiling my bolts,
said Papa. This soup's so hot I'm unraveling, moaned Mama. This soup's so hot it's giving me a fang ache, squeaked Baby.
Let's take plasma for a walk while the soup cools,
suggested Papa. Nearby, Moldilocks sleepwalked in the moonlight. The wafting scent of soup lured her through a maze of headstones. Her stomach grumbling, she came upon the haunted house. It smelled like home, something that Moldilocks hadn't enjoyed in a long, long time. Hello? No answer. The shutters clattered, the porch creaked, Moldilocks peeked, then tiptoed across the floor toward the kitchen. She sniffed the scent. She sipped Papa's soup. Too hot. She swigged Mama's soup. Too cold. She gulped Baby's soup. Just right. And she gulped it all up. Her belly full, she wandered into the living room. She strapped into Papa's chair. Too hard. She slumped into Mama's chair. Too soft. She stooped into Baby's chair. Just right. Then snap, boom, the chair collapsed. Oh no! Moldilocks picked herself up and dusted herself off. She searched for a resting place. She slumped onto Papa's bed. Ouch, too hard. She squeezed into Mama's bed. Too tight. Lastly, she snuggled into Baby's bed. Just right. She buried herself under the sheets and fell asleep. Shortly after, the three scares returned.
Somebody's been eating my soup,
Bellowed Papa. Somebody's been eating my soup, shrieked Mama. Somebody's been eating my soup, muttered Baby, and didn't leave a drop. Plasma barked and pointed toward the living room. The scares stared.
Somebody's been sitting in my chair,
Whimpered Papa. Somebody's been sitting in my chair, moaned Mama. Somebody's been sitting in my chair, murmured Baby, and now it's a pile of dust. Plasma tracked the intruder upstairs. The three scares shuffled behind.
Somebody's been lying on my bed,
Boomed Papa. Somebody's been lying in my bed, groaned Mama. Somebody's dead asleep in my bed, screeched Baby, and there she is.
How dare you!
Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen to Moldilocks and the three scares?
How dare you eat without us!
Exclaimed Papa.
I've always wanted another mouth to feed.
They're happy that Moldilocks is there. You could be my lab assistant, mused Mama. My nightmares have been answered. A playmate. Baby held out his teddy bear. Wanna play corpse and wobbles? Sure, said Moldilocks. Mama hugged her. A little ghoul is the perfect addition to our family.
And Mummy knows best,
said Papa. A smile spread across Moldilocks' face. From now on, everything was going to be just right. And they lived hauntingly ever after. The end. And look at that, a new family picture, this time with Moldilocks. What a silly story. It's fun to take a story that we know and change it with some new characters or a new place. So we might know the story of the three little bears and Goldilocks, but in this book, they were all monsters in a haunted house. We could make them all owls in a forest, or it could be the three fairies. And who could visit the three fairies? Who would be a good person? Maybe a gnome? Maybe a princess? Maybe a dragon. Wow. So you could take a story that you already know, and you can put different characters in it. Change it just a little bit and make it a brand new story. All right, today we're going to do a song that I love to do with my little owls in my classroom. And we're gonna pretend to be some spooky things since we got to read our spooky book. We're gonna pretend to be bats and flap our bat wings. We're gonna pretend to be ghosts and peekaboo. We're gonna pretend to be witches and stir our cauldrons. And we are going to pretend to be monsters and twist our bolts. Okay, are you ready to be bats? And to be ghosts? And to be witches? And to be monsters? I think we might also have to be zombies for Moldilocks. Let's see, what do zombies like to do? Should we walk like that? I think we can do it. Okay, are you ready? Let's get our bat wings up. If you're a bat and you know it, flap your wings. If you're a bat and you know it, flap your wings. If you're a bat and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a bat and you know it, flap your wings. If you're a ghost and you know it, peekaboo, boo. If you're a ghost and you know it, peekaboo, boo. If you're a ghost and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a ghost and you know it, peekaboo, boo. If you're a witch and you know it, stir your cauldron. If you're a witch and you know it, stir your cauldron. If you're a witch and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a witch and you know it, stir your cauldron. If you're a monster and you know it, tighten your bolts. If you're a monster and you know it, tighten your bolts. If you're a monster and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, tighten your bolts. All right, last one. If you're a zombie and you know it, walk like this. If you're a zombie and you know it, walk like this. If you're a zombie and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a zombie and you know it, walk like this. Good job! Thank you for singing my silly, spooky song with me today. I have one more idea before I go, and it is that you can play Goldilocks tag. If you haven't played Goldilocks before, here's how you do it. There is one Goldilocks or Moldilocks, and everyone else is bears or monsters or whatever characters are in your story. So today we're going to say one Moldilocks and the rest monsters. Now, Moldilocks goes and finds a place to hide, and everyone else counts to whatever number you think is fair. I like to give a person a whole minute to hide. If you can count to 20 3 times, that's a whole minute. You know how to count to a minute. So if you can count to 20 3 times, you can count up to a whole minute. Then you go out and see if you can find your Moldilocks or your Goldilocks, and the first person to find them and tag them gets to be Goldilocks or Moldilocks next. This is a really fun game to play when you have lots of good hiding places. So make sure you talk to your grown-up about where you're allowed to hide, inside or outside, so they know where you are and they know that you're safe. I hope that you guys have fun playing some games today and reading some more books with the grown-ups in your house. Thanks for coming and visiting me. Please be kind. I'll see you soon. Bye.